When they cold, we hot. When they cold, we hot. 1, 2, 3, hot boys. Damn, it's about to go down. I mean, we've been talking about this for what, months? We've been talking about this for a long time. All of a sudden, it's live, it's real. Ain't no more preseason, ain't no more exhibition games. This is it. It's time. It's time. Man, it's going to be rough to rest tonight, huh? And like I said earlier, it's not about the Bucs. Well, it is about the Bucs. You don't want to lose the Bucs. Oh, I'm sorry, Perez, but your team, man. Oh, you look a lot like we did 2 years ago. We lose to you. It's an embarrassment. So, fam, this is pressure. This is scary. Man, let's get right on into this. Let's talk about this game right now. This is going to injury report. Jimmy Ward underwent surgery on a broken finger, as you know, on Thursday, and was ruled out. He has been finally ruled out. It's official now. He has been ruled out for the 49ers. Game 1 against the Bucs. Coach Kyle Shanahan is quoted saying Jimmy would do anything to play this week. He had to get surgery on his broken finger to fix it. When you do that, sometimes it's just risky with sweating and stuff, with infections and everything, whenever you have an open wound. And hopefully that'll heal over the next week, and cast will protect the bone, though. Look for the return of the G-Child. Jimmy's so violent, man, he hurts himself. Stop it. Ward sustained that broken finger during practice on Wednesdays. You know, somebody said something about he got it caught in a jersey. His luck sucks. You don't break an arm or a leg or pull a muscle. You grab somebody's jersey, I guess maybe, I don't know, I can't imagine. So Timor appears to be in line to start at free safety against the Bucs. Trent Taylor and Jalen Hurd, of course, were also ruled out for the game. Taylor, due to that, undergoing that foot surgery 4 weeks back. You know, it's been a long time. He should be approaching that point when he can say, all right, coach, I'm ready. Put me in. What's that song? Put me in, coach. And while Hurd remains week to week with that continuing back condition. And they're not even saying day to day anymore. It's about week to week with Jalen. Nick Bosa, Weston Richburg, Jason Ferret, and K'Waun Williams are listed as questionable. Ain't no question. Each is expected to be available to play on Sunday. Shanahan said Bosa's not all the way back, but had a good week of practice after sustaining that ankle sprain. Actually, a month ago to the day. Are you ready for that? Shanahan said of Bosa, quote, I'm encouraged about it. We went halfway through today, half full speed. We'll get on this plane, which you're always a little bit nervous with how long it is and stuff. We'll see how those guys react tomorrow when we get them up and run them a little bit. So, you know, if guys get off the plane and they're all swollen up in the areas that have been repaired, there'll be a no-go. It's too early in the season to risk. Nick's probably going in the bathroom in a few minutes trying to do something. It does feel, he wants to play so bad. This dude is, man, Nick's, that's why I got a feeling. I already put out on Instagram, who is going to be the guy that gets the first sack? I think it's going to be Nick. And for the reasons I say is because, of course, their best offensive tackle is going to be trying to take care of Joe Staley. You put an average to so-so tackle on Nick Bosa? That's going to be funny. I can't wait to see this. And fam, and for the first time in years, fam, the Niners are potent on both offense and defense. Jimmy G has got to be driven by the fact that as long as he's been in the league, which has been years now, you know Jimmy G's going in 5th year, right? And he still hasn't laid a full season of work down under a center as of yet. Well, okay, listen, granted he's been sitting down behind one of the greatest quarterbacks of his generation, if not the greatest quarterback of his generation, Tom Brady. So you cannot hold that against him. He hasn't been sitting down because he sucked or because he should have been sitting down. It's because he's sitting down behind Brady, and that's why he hasn't been out any sooner. He probably should have been out a long time ago. And as I say, he has to lay down a full year or season of work, and he did get hurt one time. Well, twice, should I say. And even then, when we got hurt when he got hurt with the Patriots against that Miami Dolphins team, he wasn't going to come back anywhere. It was going to be Brady coming back in another couple of weeks anyway, so that doesn't count either. So last year was his first year to show that he could actually run a team for an entire season. So we'll see this year. Anyway, hey, G's got plenty of weapons and should be a force with the Master Game Blaster, top game caller, Kyle Shanahan, the Water Walker. Sure. This is what I look forward to because we got, feel privileged. We have one of the most interesting play callers in the league, if not the best on top of that. We're going to see some fun football this weekend because there's a lot riding on this game. The 49ers do not want to lose to the Bucs. You lose to the Bucs, it's a bad sign. I don't care if it is on the road and it is on the East Coast where we have the worst luck in the world. The defense can steal the show, though. It could be the case. They could. Between the 49ers stacked pass rush and them hot boys patrolling the middle of the field. And the question is, will the secondary benefit from what could be a monster rush? This could be one of the more exciting games that we watch as 49er fans in years. Get ready for it. Ain't gonna be no boredom here tomorrow. Ain't gonna be no boredom, man. Because John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan said, maybe we'll pull out all the stops on this. We ain't losing this game. I could just see it. If they do lose, it's gonna be it's almost gonna have a similar impact to AB leaving Oakland. I don't know if he gets started on that. It's all about the 49ers because that madness going on over there, let that stay over there, okay? And somebody got right in the chats. We should pick up AB. I ain't said nothing to him yet, but man, you lost your mind? Oh, my God. Anyway, hey, 49ers.com collects breakdowns, and I was getting a kick out of it. As I say, this week it's ESPN NFL reporter Nick Wagner. Nick's been covering the 49ers for 4 years. Remember we had we had Gutierrez. What was Gutierrez' first name? Anyway, he didn't like the 49ers. He's a Raider guy, right? So ESPN's like, you ain't doing, go over and cover the 49ers so we get somebody to relieve you. And, he came over, probably didn't want to do it, right? And he did the worst job ever. He was always biased and said things about, he said anything good about everything but us, right? So anyway, fam, let me lay this on you because I do love these questions. Whose 49ers debut are you most interested in watching? See, because you got several choices. It's too bad Jalen's not there, but you do have Debo. Now, other than that, defense, of course, you got Dre. I do want to see what Dre looks like in this defense. I think it's going to be his to start. I think he's going to start. You got Dre, Mitch Wisnowski. Woo! Mitch is going to be special. There's all kind of debuts, but Debo probably draws the most attention. I agree. Debo Samuel, since Trent Taylor's expected to miss some time with that foot injury, Jalen Hurd, the back status is still questionable. This opens opportunity for Debo. I can see it now because you know there's going to be 49er fans at that game, don't you? Yeah, 49ers don't care where you at, man. We're going to be there. Debo's name is going to be ringing through that stadium, man. Debo's total 6 receptions for 104 yards. They had 56 rushing yards on 2 attempts in the preseason already. I know the preseason and the real season is 2 different things. I already seen that on the clip. They're probably saying, don't let him get around that corner, y'all, please. They'll be ready. They'll be somewhat ready. But Kyle says, y'all, go ahead and get ready. I set you up 2-3 weeks ago. Kyle said Samuel has the ability to do everything, man. And then there's Jimmy Garoppolo. Put the spotlight on Mrs. G's baby boy, who could also get a role as leading man in Hollywood, but he'll be out there. His leading role tomorrow is get it done, Jimmy. Get it done. You got a lot of people that don't even believe you. Man, they want people to start ahead of you. They want Nick out there. What are you going to do about it? Let's go, Jimmy. Jimmy G goes out. I already made my prediction. Jimmy G throws in excess of 300 yards. I give him 325 minimum. Why? Because the running game is going to be smacked out. It's going to be stellar. Because I got Matty Ice running the stretch. I got Tevin Coleman cleaning up. I mean, you know what's... I got to feel we're going to see the same game we saw when the Falcons was kicking butt. Matty Ice scaring the linebackers to death with that stretch run. moving at 100 miles an hour, surveying the field, looking for that tiny 6 inches of daylight. Boom, puts his foot down. Oh, I love it. That camera just follows him. And he's just cruising right through till somebody finally comes across the field and knock him out. That's going to set things up. If everything comes off to play action all day like I think it's going to, because Kyle Shanahan disguises everything he does in that play action, this year they have the personnel to do it. This year they have the talent to do it. Look for play action to be the menu today. Everything runs out of that. And if that happens, TC is going to kick butt too. Passing game's going to be on point in several different areas. Whatever weakness that the Bucs expose first is going to get exploited to death. If George Kittle is that guy, if Matty B can be isolated, if TC can be isolated, look out! This could be the day of Dante. Marquise Goodwin streaking downfield. Do they have anybody that can cover him? It will be tested. Oh. So much weapons, Jimmy G, the key matchup to look for. Listen, Quan Alexander is saying things like he's not sentimental about being emotional or anything like that. Come back to Tampa Bay, even though the dude put in some serious work while he was in Tampa Bay, including an NFL best 108 solo tackles in 2016, 7 sacks, 6 forced fumbles, and 6 INTs during his 4-year stint with the Bucs. He ain't mad. No. It's all a game, man. It's strictly business. Shh. You know good and well he's going in there. This dude is going to be packing razors in his jersey, man. I'm telling you right now. Quan is, look at those digits. Wouldn't you be mad? Seriously, you got to come back to human nature. Y'all kicked me to the curb after I contributed what I did to you. I get hurt a little bit and you go out and get another guy to take my place? Now you got a situation now I'm coming back to see you? You know I'm going to hurt you. Look for Quan to have to be contained. And in fact, one point, I see Richard Sherman at the sideline grabbing Quan as he's sitting there yelling things, obscenities across the field, everything after he does something good. Sherman will have to cool him down. I can already see it coming. It's hard to contain your emotions on these kind of situations. Oh, man. And, of course, the 49ers versus the heat and humidity. You seen that tent they have parked out on the field, right? Steam rising over it. All that's going on inside is roasted Niner meat. I mean, dudes in there riding the bike, working out, pumping weights, doing all kind of stuff, man. See, that's what I'm saying. You leave Cali, man, it's hot, but it ain't humid. And humidity and heat is two different things. You can endure one, but not necessarily the other. You can take 100 degrees of heat. You can take only 90 degrees of heat if that humidity is up at 75, 80%. You ever been to Louisiana Bayou area? Try to run. Try to get crazy. What you don't want to do is don't be near them bayous, man, because the gators be running around down there, and if you can't move, them gators will take you out because the heat and humidity do not bother them a bit. It's nasty weather, fam. Oh! The forecast for Sunday has temperatures expected to be a high of 94 degrees, the humidity around 64%, which is an additional test for the 49ers team with a struggle on the road. They were winless away from home last year and has to travel, no travel success across country. But for this game, there is this. The 49ers have a surprisingly good record in games with temperatures 85 degrees or higher in the past decade. They're 3-1 in those games, with 2 of those 3 victories coming on the road. 2 of 3 on the road. Regardless, the 49ers will need all hands on deck for this game, as conditioning depth could be a major factor. And you know what? 49ers got plenty of depth now, so there's no need to work anybody to death. That goes for DeForest Buckner and anybody else who got on his team. The offensive line I'm a little concerned with because they don't have anybody that could actually back them up. And it's real important that they do not get tired out there. And in fact, which Bucs player is the most important to stop? Could be O.J. Howard, fam. The 49ers defense will be tested by Howard. The dude was en route to a breakout season before suffering season-ending foot and ankle injuries last year. When the healthy Howard was out on the field, he was kicking butt. He excels in racking up chunk plays and working downfield. But then again, you know who's going to be on that boy, don't you? Oh, Jay, you're gonna. You know what? I'd rather have Fred deal with him, but I know who's going to take off as soon as he sees that dude shooting downfield. Quan is going to be a bat out of hell to get on his butt because Quan says, "I know this, and I'm going to take care of this." He's going, "Hey, Fred, hang in there, man. I got this. I can see it already." You know what I'm saying? But limiting Jameis Winston to Howard connection is definitely crucial, fam. Especially the Buccaneers are without wide receiver Mike Evans, who currently apparently is questionable with an illness. But you know how they do, man. Remember, all your superstars do this. Michael Jordan is the biggest, baddest example of all time. Jordan was suffering from the flu when he came out and won the NBA championship. So, look, ever since then, I think every professional player since Jordan did that has come out and had his best games while he was feeling like crap. So, Mike Evans will be out there. The Bucs didn't have much success last year, but it went overlooked that Evans had his best season in a career in which he's never had fewer than 1,000 receiving yards in a season. We got a chance to see that firsthand last year when Evans went for 6 catches and 116 yards. In a loss last night. I know what you're saying, Ronbo, man, because you know what? If Akello's, look, Akello's already talked about this because people have already asked him. Akello's ready. I tell you, fam, why I continue to trust him. I didn't go through this as much in football. In track and field, I always wanted to up my track and field game because the fact is, it would help me with football, right? So I was in a 400-meter relay. I was in an 800-meter relay, and I ran a quarter just to get strong. The quarter was always like, 400 meters is a long way. I used to say, and the coach used to give me cracks, but I used to the first 200 yards, I was just blazed, and I was way out in front. Then the monkey jump on your back around the 300-meter mark. You got to bring it home. That's where your conditioning comes in. I used to get teased because hey, Ronbo, man, I guess you need to stay around 200 meters, man, because after that, man, you ain't worth a damn. So, you know what? I finally won. If you're from California, you know what I mean when I say the NBL. I finally won the NBL. Made them all shut the hell up in the 400 meters. And why? I got tired of people talking about me. So, that's what it takes. I'm telling you, Akello Witherspoon could be one of those kind of minds. I'm telling you, because he's hearing it. No matter how much they say, no, we tend to block out everything. No, they don't. They don't. They heard it. He heard it. But it's important because Bruce Arians, his vertical passing game, it's going to be on display for him, and he's going to try to do it, even though Winston is going to be biting the dirt a lot during this game. In fact, bold prediction can be made right now. 49ers defense records 5 sacks at minimum. It shouldn't be considered too bold. The reason is, first of all, we got way too much talent on the front line, fam. During Tampa Bay's dress rehearsal against Cleveland Browns, the Bucs O-line allowed 5 sacks on Winston in the very first half. That Cleveland line is no better than the 49ers defensive line. In fact, fam, your San Francisco 49ers defensive line may be even better. So you know what I'm saying? Get ready for some blazing action and takeaways. I tell you, I don't know what to say about you. You tell me about the takeaways. I'm going to get on over here and see what you got to say. Faithful Empire, thanks, fam. I won the bet with Jimmy Ward. No, it's not over yet. Was the bet that he'd get out or not play anymore season? Ward will be back next week. See, for those who are expecting that, it's not happening. He's coming back next week. Kyle just said it. He's going to get a cast on it. Let's go. So no money. Cynthia says, hey, we aren't losing to the Bucs tomorrow. Our D will ensure that. Cynthia, I really feel that's right. I just don't see them beating the 49ers, especially with G on a mission and the defense too. That's a tough opponent. Okie Niner, thanks, fam. He says, OU Sooners, C.D. Lamb, wide receiver. I don't know who is that. Need to draft next year. Yeah. You know what? Let's see what our receivers do, because you know what? This guy's really that good, we can't probably get him. 49ers better be concentrating on the offensive lineman next year. All right. So, hey, Fam, we're gonna be real quick today because I don't have a lot of time, so we probably won't be able to go overtime. So we're gonna stick you around 4.5 to 5 minutes max, okay? So when I say we gotta go, we gotta go, okay? Fam, you know I love you, because people write me notes and saying, Nancy, but man, I'll wait on that phone, baby. I know, I'm sorry. You know I am. Okay, anyway, Jamel Fagan, put that in there. Jamel says 34-17 Niners in Tampa Bay. Offensive line is horrible, bruh. With our defensive front seven, I'm on now. I agree, Jamel. Isaac Barnes, I got to get something off my chest going back a week. How are so many analysts picking Tampa over the FCF? Do they think Chip Kelly as coach is still? Because last I checked, here he's at UCLA. Now, I understand that the 49ers are now a 1-point favorite. I'm not sure where you saw that. Go hard, what's up? Niners knock 'em cold, 49ers 31, Buccaneers 10. Daddy-o, listen, some analysts just want to see us prove that we can win and become the team that we will believe we can be. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, well, some, yeah. Coffee, Niners 37, Bucs 7. Jay Anderson, what up? Ronbo, what's up, Jay? Coach Tim says, Coach, Coach, don't get me fired up. 49ers a blowout, 35-7 in Tampa tomorrow. Woo! Arnold Spears, let's go. Niner fans. Miguel Cuevas, what's up, fam? I can't believe it's almost time. It is. Sir Garcia, what's up? And to all my Niner faithfuls, Sir Garcia, what's up, fam? Good to hear from you. V. Golden. Was that good guy? V. Golden, man, you're too kind. Let's get on here and get this started right now. And let me go to your New Jersey 848. Who is this on the phone, please? New Jersey?
Hello?
Yeah, hey, what is your name?
Oh, yo, Ronbo, what's up?
Yo, who is
This
this?
is Mr. Leaks. Mr. Leaks.
Mr. Leaks, I enjoyed that note you
Yeah,
wrote the
I
other
finally
day.
called in.
Good to hear
Yeah,
from you, too.
I've been watching the show for 4 years, right? It's been insane. Finally
Outstanding.
made up and called in.
Thanks,
And,
Leaks, Mr. Leaks. Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate hearing from you, too.
Just saying it's a great show.
Thanks.
And first of all, my score prediction is 41-14.
Mr. Leaks is good.
I
He
have
ain't
bad
holding
news,
back.
though.
41-14. So just turn it around. 41-14. It's easy to remember Mr. Leaks' score. Mr. Leaks, you're talking about a blowout. Go ahead. What else?
I have bad news.
What's bad
One
news?
of our offensive linemen will get hurt.
No.
That's a prediction.
Oh, one of our
Bad
offensive
news.
linemen.
This is why I told you in the email, right, that we should get backups. We should have traded Kendrick Bourne for some backup offensive linemen, and
Okay.
we didn't. Now we're gonna
Let me just
we're
ask you this
suffer
question.
year.
Let me just ask you this question. If you want the defensive lineman that you're talking about, the kind of that you need to have a real impact, do you really think that a team is going to trade you a good offensive lineman, which they're very scarce and hard to find? Do you really think they're going to give you a good offensive lineman any better than what we have for Kendrick Bourne? You really believe that?
Put in some picks. Put in Kendrick Bourne.
Now you're going to beef it up.
And it doesn't
You don't
have
even
to
have
be
to
a starting. It doesn't.
You don't even need to trade Kendrick Bourne. Just pick up the picks. That's what teams are wanting. Are you going to give up your picks? What round?
Yeah. Let's just say 4th, 5th. But it doesn't have to be a starting lineman. It can be a backup. It just has to be a solid backup.
Hard to find, Mr.
We don't get crushed every single play.
Hard to find.
'Cause
That's why I keep telling people
year-
to keep talking about trading players and getting offensive linemen. Nobody's going to give you a good offensive lineman. The best you can do, Mr. Leaks, for offensive linemen, you got to wait for one to go into free agency last year that's worth a dang. You got to try to scout your brains out and get one in the draft. It's the only way you're going to get one, because offensive linemen are tough to find. Oh, because if they weren't, every team in the league would have offensive linemen. But don't you think that Tampa Bay would like to have an offensive lineman? How about the Seattle Seahawks? Don't you think they'd love to have some offensive linemen? There's just not that many.
I'm not calling you a liar. There's
No, I'm just
definitely
saying.
it's definitely hard.
I'm just trying to tell you, you can't get rid of Kendrick Bourne and expect a good lineman in return. Fourth and fifth round pick, I don't know, maybe. I don't think so. You get him a second round pick? Yeah, maybe. That's how valuable they are.
Well, we'll see what happens. Hopefully the offensive lineman doesn't get hurt. I'm just saying, I just have a bad feeling, just a
Yeah.
bad hunch.
Yeah, it's
I know.
possible.
I already see the chat. They're roasting me,
Yeah.
but I'm good.
It's okay. You know what? I don't think the offensive linemen, those guys are pretty tough. Okay, Staley never gets hurt. Michael McGinty's like some kind of a mule. Mike Person, you just about have to run over him with a truck. The only thing we have to be worried about is Weston Richburg able to stand the stress. Lakin Tomlinson, nobody's going to hurt that dude. You know, he hurt himself last year. Those guys are not as fragile as you might think, but I do hear your concern, and I feel about anybody coming in to replace those offensive linemen. But Weston Richburg is my biggest concern. The rest of those guys I'm not worried about. So, yeah.
Wait, is Lakeland starting? He is, right?
Lakin Thomas? Yeah.
Yeah. Who's going to replace him? If
Well,
he goes down, who's going to replace him?
Well, there's a couple of the guys. Garland can come in. They got a couple of guys. Garland's not actually that bad. There's a couple of guys. Look, I forgot our roster on the offensive linemen. A couple of them aren't awful, in which is if you try to trade, you get something equal to that. You know what I mean? That's why I'm saying trades don't work. So, yeah. Somebody might trade us for one of the guys we got. Could get lucky.
Anyway.
Go ahead.
41-14.
Yeah.
And hopefully no one gets hurt, but I just have a bad hunch.
Yeah. Well, it could happen anytime, every week, too.
And I'm new to this guy, so I'm kind of nervous just saying. So.
Yeah, Mr. Leaks, you're doing fine. Tell you what, and hopefully I could say, Monday, Mr. Leaks, or after the game, we still got our entire offensive line, and they looked awesome.
Yeah, hopefully.
Remember, Mr. Leaks, it takes a while for offensive line in Kyle Shanahan's system to get rolling. If you get them to stay together for more than 1 year, you've got straight money. The run game will look good. And remember, we do most of what we do in play action. So it's not as scary a situation as some people think. Is Mr. Leaks gone?
No, I'm here.
Okay. So
yeah, I
anyway,
was just waiting.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, we got to go.
I just want to thank everyone in the chat for the support.
Yeah.
Same.
All right, fam.
All right.
We'll see you after the game tomorrow.
I'm going to continue listening.
All right. Good. All right. Have a good night, Mr. Leaks. And
you too, man.
Thanks, fam. We go to Dre. Dre!
Bruh. I was gonna be okay with the call until he got on that Kendrick shit, bruh. You must go before Kendrick goes anywhere, bruh. We don't no. No.
You know, Dre, there's people. Kendrick's going to win everybody's love this year, though. I got a feeling it's all over. All that nastiness toward Kendrick is this season.
And then you come in talking injury into existence. My brother, don't you know the power of the tongue? Have you not read your Bible? Because I read mine, bro. On the regular. The power of a tongue, man. That's a sword right there, bro. We don't do that over here. No,
Oh, you got a lot of people worry like that, though, Dre. They always look for the worst things to happen.
Yeah, bro. We don't do that, bro. We don't speak injury into existence, bro. We already lost Jimmy Glass Ward, bro. We don't need no more of those, man. You know, that's why the line swung from that's why the line swung from 2.5 to -1. That's why the line swung, man. You know, man, they was giving us points. Now they took one. They took basically 3 points, 3.5
Dre,
points away.
You saw it too, right? Everybody still thinks the Bucs are favored. I've seen where the Bucs were favored by 1. You saw it too, then. Good, because I said I don't think everybody's favoring the Bucs no more.
Yeah, man.
They woke up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So it is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
And really, it's 4 points. You know why, Dre? Because when you on the road, I think 3 points on the road. If we were at home, it'd be a 4-point edge. And since we're on the road, you lose 3, so they ended up being 1.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. My brother Trey say, he's calling BS, but I really didn't see anything else that happened that could have made the point swing besides for, them announcing that Jimmy wasn't going to play, because when he was questionable and there was a chance he was going to play, we had the 2.5, you know what I mean? And then when they said he wasn't going to play, all of a sudden it changed today. So what else happened, Trey? Like, what else happened, Trey? Like, come on. We
Trey don't want to believe
it. Hey, man. Hey, the Hawson, like, I will slap you like your mama did when you was a kid. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth, bro. You know what I'm saying? I will slap the out of you,
Trey,
bro. Anyways, though,
yes.
tomorrow's game. Tomorrow's game. All right, so this is what I see happening. I think that our defense is going to play better than our offense.
I do too, I really do.
Yeah. I think that our defense comes up, with 4 sacks. I think our defense comes up with 11 quarterback hits. I think our defense comes up with a lot of hurries. And I also think that Jameis Winston throws the first pick in the third quarter. I think our defense will hold the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to 17 points. I think that Jimmy will score on his first drive and get the ball rolling. I think that, we could score up to 27 to 31 points. You know what I mean? That's just my predictions. But even when scoring that much points, I think our defense just looks so much more better than our offense. You know what I mean? Because, that pass rush, Ronbo, we're really going to see what it looks like. We're really going to see what it looks like tomorrow, man.
We've never seen them all at once.
Bosa, Armstead, Buck. Then you got Solly. Solly came in doing his thing. He looks like a new guy. Ronald, you know what I'm saying? Ronald Blair is back. Man, we just going to get to see that, man.
Watch my boy Armstead.
We're going to get to see him on the outside running. Most definitely. Dre Greenlaw, we're gonna see him on the outside chasing cats down. You know what I'm saying? Then we got Fred, and Quan. Quan gonna do his thing tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? He gonna hit the Quan tomorrow in Tampa. Because he like, man, you know what I'm saying? I have to go somewhere else and get my 50 million, my 27 million guarantee. Y'all should have gave it to me here. You know what I'm saying? So I got something for you.
After the work he did. Yes.
Hey, man, yeah, and then I'm getting sick of hearing all this Bruce Arians talk. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Arians, man, come on, bro. Like, Bruce Arians is going through the same thing that Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch went through in their first year. It's not going to be peaches and creams, bro.
Drake, you know what? Let me get your score because we got to pull up. What's your score, fam?
Oh, yeah, my bad, bro. My score prediction, I would say 27-17. 27-17.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? With a possible 31-17. You know what I mean?
Right. Which one you want? What's official?
I'll go 27-17.
All right.
You know what I mean? And I think the 17 comes from, a fourth quarter touchdown when we're already up by, 17 points.
21-7.
That's what I think.
Yeah, something like that. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Dre,
fam. Hey man, shout out to the TNT fam. My player partner Will Trey's big show. You know what I'm saying? Jerry Fresh, Horatio Flores, Russo. You know what I'm saying? Shea Lewis, all the guys out there, man. We got less than a 24 to go, and it's gonna be 49er football in 15 weeks or some more. You feel me? Yes. We in this thing, man. I'm up out of here, man.
All right, Dre. I see the about fam. Hey, Atlanta Vega, what's up, fam? Thanks for the contribution. This is my score, 24-20 Bucs. We're going to lose this in quarter-niner Vega. I think he's doing that for good luck. He says, sorry, Ronbo, but this team needs to learn how to win first. I would gladly crow if I'm wrong. Niner Vega, I will fix you a lightly sauteed with an incredible lemon sauce crow dish just for you. There's no way that team was capable of beating this Niner team. Not with the firepower they got now. And remember, they got Kyle Shanahan. Hey, Justin? Justin? I thought Justin was... Justin, I thought you had to go to class, and we wouldn't hear from you again until December.
Wait,
Well, you see, I had to finish my homework earlier, so I had a little time. I don't
It's okay.
because
I just thought I remembered
but
how
do you know what?
serious of a
But do
student
you
you were
want to know
about to
why?
be.
Do you know why though? Because I won the bet on the Jimmy Ward. He got injured. His finger.
Wait, is that what the? I thought. Wait a minute. That's all it was. If he gets injured again, that was the bet.
Yeah. By week 5, and he's out week 1. He's
You know,
out.
that's
I won the bet.
I know, but he's coming back week 2. You know what? This is kind of a bet. Why don't you get a little more bold? Get a little more brave. Say Jimmy goes down for the season. Normally he does. So say that he goes down for the season. Because, to nitpick on him every time he gets hurt, I mean, there's going to be other guys that have to sit out a week or so. It's a tough game. But 1 week, you're going to prosecute him for 1 game?
It doesn't matter. I told you this. I told you he will get injured before week 5, and he did. And he did. And he did. And I told you this is what happened. This guy is a liability when he's on the field. Liability.
All right.
Man, we should have kept
wait a minute. Now,
Harrison,
you know what a liability is, right? A liability is somebody who causes the other team to excel due to your presence being on the field. Now, Justin, come on now. Now, Jimmy G's anything but that. If anything, he's an asset while he's on the field. Now, you got some of you guys pick on Jimmy
Ward.
It's okay that you guys pick on Jimmy for getting hurt, but give me a break on he can't play. Oh, no. You know he can play.
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, then just pay attention next time you're watching him on the field and see how many plays he makes, all right? Jimmy G does not suck.
All right.
That's a joke.
Okay.
It is.
Okay.
In fact, over 90% tackle. Jimmy G is actually the most efficient guy we got in the secondary when he's on the field.
Yeah, how bad was our secondary last year?
Doesn't matter. We do that to Kendrick Bourne, too. He's our best receiver last year. Sorry, he only had 500 yards.
Different position.
Yeah, but still, the best is the best, and they deserve credit for it. And coming up with excuses to demean their achievement is just not right. All right? Go ahead. Okay. But let's talk about tomorrow's game. This is not Jimmy Ward Day. Go ahead.
No, it's not. I'm gonna say that I'm predicting Jimmy G probably throwing 2 touchdowns. I'm predicting the score 38-20. I think it's gonna be a more run dominating game. I think Shanahan's gonna use the running game too because Tampa Bay's defense is not looking so good right now. That defense, front 7 at least, is not looking so good. Ever since they lost K1, they lost Gerald McCoy to the Panthers. That defense, kind of got a little weaker on the inside at least. I think that Shanahan's probably going to be like a running back, mostly touchdown game.
Hey,
probably going to be a running back.
Wait, hold on a second. Hey, Perez, are you listening? So you said we didn't have no weapons. Now we're talking about the weapons you ain't got. All right, go ahead. Talk some more about what they don't have.
Oh no, we got Britta, you got McKinnon, you got McKinnon's injured. Burrito, you got Morstead, you got McKinnon. Morstead could probably play. He's a good running catching game. He had especially that last year against Oakland where he had that 31-yard touchdown.
Yeah, most
and you give him the ball, and then you got DJ Reed. Reed, who he's fast as heck. You probably could put him on. You probably could use him one play for a receiver if you wanted to.
Put him on that jet sweep.
Yeah, there you go. See, and you probably could do the same thing with DBO. Same thing with DBO. Yeah. So there you go. And I know, and I understand everybody's a little. It's iffy about the receiver because Hurd and Taylor's out, but I think we're fine. And if anything, we probably use. I think if anything, you probably use Russ Dwelly out there, and he'll be okay.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just. Yes, there you go. So you could probably just you got 4 tight ends, which I don't. It doesn't make any sense to me. I really don't understand why we have 4 tight ends on the roster right now.
We all may better understand a little later on when that offense gets fully functional because they're going to take about 2 or 3 weeks. That's why the defense is probably going to look better tomorrow than the offense. The offense is going to take a couple weeks to get rolling, but good they get to do it against Tampa Bay and Cincinnati.
I just hope he's not rusty like Mitch Trubisky was on Thursday. Holy hell, man, that was awful.
You were going to go. Let me get your score, though. Did we get your score already? Not yet, right?
38-20. I'm going to say I'm gonna say 38-20.
38-20. That's official.
Yeah.
All right.
I think the defense is gonna hold their own. Defense is gonna hold their own.
All right, Justin. I'll tell you what. Let me see you
Yep.
tomorrow night. All right.
Yeah, got it.
All right, Justin. Now finish your homework.
All right, good night.
Good
Yeah.
night, Justin.
I already finished this. So I'm gonna take a nap.
All right.
Good night.
All right, fam. Good night. And let's get Phil in here for some Phil likes perspective.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I got to follow that.
Yeah. Can you
Let's
handle
put
it?
it this way. Jimmy Ward is much better than as much as I like Demetrius Moore, or his name.
Oh, Tavares.
Jimmy Ward is a much better player.
Oh, well, experience and
And
everything too.
Exactly. He's better coverage. He's a better tackler. He's a better pro. These people that say Jimmy Ward can't play.
Yeah, I
Don't know
don't
football.
understand how you could say
Don't
that.
know
Now I can
football.
see he gets hurt, but come on now, don't tell him he can't play. He can play.
No, he can play. The problem is he gets freak accidents, and then on top of that, he hits too hard.
For his own body weight,
know?
Jimmy, gain some weight if you're gonna
Yeah.
hit that hard. Come on,
And
man.
you know what? I thought he should have taken the Ronnie Lott method, cut the finger off.
Somebody
just
suggested
go.
that on a radio program. I said, what was I listening to? Cut it off.
But anyway, you know what? I want Jimmy Ward back. I think we're going to maybe miss him this game because we've got Mike Evans over there, and I'm worried about the one-on-one with Spoon.
I don't think they addressed that probably in practice, Phil. I gotta believe they've walked him through what he should be looking for.
Bruce Arians is going to take a deep shot.
Pick on him.
every now and then.
Yeah.
He does that. That's his game plan.
Yeah. Because they're going to look at the weakest spot we might have on the field that he
But-
thinks might be the weakest spot on the field.
Nick's going to play. D. Ford's going to play. Jameis Winston is going to be in for some hurt. That's the key. And Forrest, Ollie, and all those guys are going to be coming after these guys. I just don't think they have the offensive line or the defensive line that matches up with our offensive line or defensive line. And that's where the game is won.
Yep.
Really.
In the trenches all day, every day.
You can
Field
have
position
any
too, Phil.
wide receiver you want, but if your offensive line's giving you time, you're going to pick them apart.
Yeah.
And if your defensive line is getting to the quarterback, you're going to pick them apart. I mean, it's just that way. That's the way it is.
Yeah.
So, I just think, I like a score of 27-14 is what I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna win. I think they've got some good players, but they're young. Their defensive backfield is crap. They've got Devin White, but he's a rookie. Come on, no matter what you say, a rookie's a rookie.
Yeah. And he's got a lot to learn, especially at this level.
Yeah, exactly. Colton Alexander's going to be playing his heart out because it's his old team.
I can't wait to watch him. He's gonna look like a man possessed out there. Oh God. That's going to be a fun game. And I tell you something else, too. Mitch Wisnowski is going to keep that team, on the occasions that we do punt, the Bucs are going to think, oh, man, we'd rather you guys just go for it on fourth down, all right?
Let's go campaign against Mitch. All right? Extra 20 yards every possession.
Yeah.
Think about it.
I figured out they
We
got
got
an
a
uphill
rookie
climb.
kicker. We got Robbie Gould.
Mm-hmm.
Our special teams are going to dominate. Our defense is better. We've got better athletes. We've got better athletes on offense. I just don't see us losing this game.
Actually, somebody's getting in trouble if
and
they do. Phil, they really will
Oh,
be.
boy, I'd
The
be
beat
really
writers are going to go
bummed.
nuts. Don't lose this game, Niners. There's no reason you should be losing. That team's not up to par. So
Yeah, and if we win this game, then it's going to go into next game. I think we beat Cincinnati, and then we've got a 2-game winning streak going against Pittsburgh at home, our home opener.
Do we really?
I just think we can roll with this thing. And this game right here is
the
the most
confidence
important game.
Yeah, actually.
Exactly.
Yeah. They got to believe in themselves.
So, we'll be watching you on tomorrow, and I've got about 10 to 15 people coming over to my house.
All right.
I'm
Should be a party.
Ronbo. We got, I got the pulled pork going on, poke shoulder in the smoker right now.
I can smell.
I'm ready to go.
I can smell the wood. You're using cedar wood, aren't you?
No, I'm using applewood.
It's even better. Hey, Phil, we're gonna have to go. Hey, Phil, give me your score. Did you give me your score yet?
27-14.
27-14. All right, Phil.
Yeah,
go ahead
I'm
prep up that party.
I mean, he's at 27-17.
Yeah.
I think our defense is going to hold him
to 2 touchdowns max.
or less.
There you go. All right, Phil. Appreciate you.
All right, man.
I'll see you tomorrow, Phil.
We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Looking forward.
Game.
All right.
All
Bye,
right,
Phil.
Ronbo. All right, later.
Oh, man. That's good. Hey, Dion.
Ronbo, what's happening, brother?
D, man, we sitting up here talking about the biggest fear. Can you imagine we've gotten to the point now? The biggest fear is losing to the Bucs. Anybody worried about whether the 49ers have the capability or not? Don't you do it, Niners. Don't you do this. That team cannot stand the pass attack. They can't take Jimmy G picking them apart. They have no business winning this game. Yeah, they'll score here and there, but don't let them outscore you. That's it. That's the bottom line, It ain't about disrespect. This is just mano con mano. Who's got the most machismo guys? We do. So there you go. But yeah, what are you thinking?
Me personally, I believe we win this game. I'm gonna give you my score ahead of time. I'm gonna say 24-10.
All right.
For me, I'm looking at, I just sat there. I looked at it, Ronbo, and I kid you not. You know what I've been playing Madden lately. Newest Madden.
Uh-oh.
They let me play it for free over the weekend.
Yeah.
I've been trying it out. I'm gonna tell you right now, D Ford is a terror. He's gonna terrorize James Winston. James Winston gonna have nightmares about D Ford. That man his get off is just so nasty. It's unruly.
And you got two of those, Dion. You got two bulldogs coming off the edges. Nick, the first guy he sees ain't gonna see nothing but a blur either. See, that's it. Buckner's gonna be laughing his butt off.
The only thing for me is that I looked at some key players. So Levante David, Devin White, Vita Vea, Dominican Sue, Hargrave's 2 and 3. So we'll have to worry about more of their front seven rather than their defensive backfield because the defensive backfield is suspect. The thing I see is we rely more on the run than we do on the pass. Only reason being is because we need to give Jimmy, time to get the rest off. So he's going to pass here and there and try to get him into a rhythm, start to feel more confident. But I think we rely a little heavier on the run. And and I'm telling you, that jet sweep coming. Oh, Devo and that jet sweeping. It's coming.
And what do you got for Matty B?
Matty gonna get at least about 100.
I think it's 100 for Matty. I think so, because he's from Georgia. This weather ain't gonna bother him. It heat him up.
Nah, Matt. I think that's where Matt's from.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I think
he went to school in Georgia.
Florida,
Yeah.
So I mean, that weather is not unknown to him, so he's good with that. I just feel like our defense is going to be better. I got to shout out to my boy Dre. I believe our defense is going to be better. And another person in the game that is back to 100% form is Richard Sherman. Sherm is nasty, man. He out there. I mean, look, I would tell you right now, I've only gotten through 4 games, and he already got 6 picks. And that's just in games. This is just me playing the game. Like, Sherm is back to who he is. The only people we really got to worry about on the offense is Mike Evans and O.J. Howard. And you know who's going to come in if we knock Winston out of the game? Do you know who their backup is, Ronbo?
Wait a minute. I saw
One
him.
of the
It's you know he's
one of
hurt
the
though. Blaine Gabbert, but Blaine's
yeah.
hurt. He's got a shoulder injury. So
Oh,
the third string quarterback,
oh,
whomever that is.
oh, so wait a minute. You mean to tell me we go in there and we eat up Jameis Winston, we playing with a rookie? We
Exactly.
go and eat
And
this
he'll be
Lamar?
hamburger meat.
Oh boy, he gonna leave. I'm telling you, he's gonna be on the sideline. He gonna be cold. I don't want to go in. Put the punter in. No, son, you got to go play. No. I don't. Look what he did to James.
You're
James
right.
ain't even standing up. Like, I want to do this. No, I'm good. I don't want to. No, coach.
You're right.
Tell the running back to do it. Mike throw the football.
We do.
I don't want to do it. Like, our defense is going to be great.
I mean, I worry about Winston. I really do. You know, if he don't have anybody to protect him, that's too much force coming at you at too high a speed. He really could get hurt if they don't have any kind of offensive line to contain some of that rush. Because the push up the middle, the push up that's coming around the sides, good God, somebody save him.
Yeah, and he doesn't have a lot of weight on him, but I can tell
They
you,
started losing weight.
I'm going to 24-10, and I'm going to say that our defense is the one that holds up. Well, what I believe we're going to do that we couldn't do last year and the year before is we are going to finish the game. That's been our Achilles heel these past couple of years, is not finishing. The second half comes and we just fall apart. I feel like what's going to happen is they're going to focus on making sure that the second half is there. And yes, Ronbo, I'm going to have to slide this on in there, man. Damn it, Dub, you done did it again.
Yeah,
I know it's just a week. And no, I'm not going to say he can't play. Dub could play. When he out there, he do his thing. Look what he did against Kansas City.
But can he stay out there? I know.
Yeah,
Dub,
you got to stay out there. And it feels like the guy has the worst string of luck you could think of in the world. How do you just broke? You ready? Everybody's like, all right, he's back, blah, blah, blah. You broke your collarbone. Next thing you know, you broke your finger. That's why we call it Mr. Black. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I can tell you this. It's very point blank. This should be a game where we show people. This should be that first game where we show people our front seven is not to be played with. Don't take us lightly. Go ahead and come in and go, oh, yeah, it's just 49ers. Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, they're right. I'm loving it. Oh, God.
We're going to come in smack you in the mouth so hard, you ain't going to have nothing to do.
D, we're going to go. I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to see you tomorrow night. We're going to talk about this after the game, all right?
Yeah, I'm going to be out there with my AZ Niner family. Going to be over there at the bar screaming and hollering and hoping and praying that Mike Evans don't try to get us, because that's only – it's really Mike Evans and O.J. Howard.
And O.J. Howard,
his running back is –
that's why
there it is. But, hey,
Winston's got to be beat to – all right, fam.
Oh, yeah. Niner game, Niner for life. Okay.
Yeah. Like Dion, have a good time tomorrow.
All right.
I will. Stop.
What's up, man? Hey, real quick, Ronbo, I just want to go and say what I got to say, because I can tell you ain't got a lot of time.
Go ahead, Will.
But yeah, man. Yeah, man, I just want to say, man, I'm just going to, I'm going to take the Sherman tactic, man. We just need to remain humble, man, you know what I'm saying? Because, every Sunday is any given Sunday day,
True.
Anybody can be beat. So this is what we need to do, man. I believe the offense and the defense, we're going to rock out tomorrow, man. Kyle Shanahan, just go ahead, man, start Jimmy G off with some good runs, some rollouts, some deacon dunks, get his arm loose, get his confidence built up, and then let it loose. I believe the offensive line going to do good. I believe Breida going to show out. I believe Coleman's going to show out. I think, Debo definitely going to show out. Pettis, now it's time, Pettis. It's not preseason no more.
Please,
no more
Dante.
excuses.
Please.
Get it done.
Oh.
Get it done, man. Defense going to be a problem tomorrow. We're going to rock out tomorrow. I feel bad for Jameis Winston. I do. I really feel bad for him.
I'm serious. Same
both
here.
Both and forward coming off that edge, man.
That's scary.
And by the way they looked in the preseason, get some Browns, man. Whew, Lord help you. But yeah, man, we're gonna do good, man. Quan and Fred Warner gonna show out. Akello, hey man, just put up or shut up. Get your shit together. Get your shit together tomorrow. Man. I'm telling you right now. You got a big task on your hands, bro. Do what you're supposed to do. Do what Coach Woods tell you to do, man. Quit playing 30 yards off the line, man. Have some confidence in yourself. Get up in his face. You know what I'm saying? Get up in his face, man, because the pass rush is going to help you.
And
Get up in
trust
his
yourself.
face.
I think Keller just trust
And
himself. Trust yourself. You can hang. Stay up
Trust
on
yourself,
him.
man.
Ah.
The both and forward and both, they gonna help you out. You just get a good jam on them. You can even play 10 yards, play 5 or 10 yards off, but don't be like 30 yards deep. Come on, man. Press, give him a little cushion or whatnot, but be up on his butt. Because the pass rush gonna help you out, and when you do your fundamental right, you get some P6s, man. So Kello, man, please don't mess this up. For real, cause Sherman gonna hold his side down.
Yeah.
T Moore, I believe T Moore gonna have a good game. So he got a big task too. So he gonna be, I believe he gonna be all right. But yeah, man, Sherman, Jameis Winston gonna test Sherman, but I think Sherman's all the way 100,000%. He got both his legs under him now. He gonna rock out too. So,
it depends on if what's his name's on his. If Evans is on his side, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. But Sherm got to hear it in that press conference yesterday. So Sherm's probably saying, "Oh, y'all noticed? All right." Because Mike does have a good time with Sherm. Let's see what happens next year when he ain't hurting this year, though. Let's see what happens this time. He ain't going to beat him every time.
Right. But, yeah, man, we going to be all right, man. All we got to do is just do your job. Each position, do your job. Because remember, one missed assignment from a player, it messes up the whole scheme.
Yeah,
so everybody be on your job, man.
Don't
this
turn
game all about no turnovers, man. No flags, man. Because we got the offensive pass interference now. So receivers, please burn your man, burn them, shake them, get some separation to where you can catch the ball and take off and score. We don't need no 50-50 balls, man, where we got to push off and then we got a flag on us. They're watching it, especially the 49ers.
I tell you,
they let us throw flags on us.
But they're gonna get flags. Tampa Bay, they don't have anybody that can stay with Keys, and they really don't have anybody that can stay with Marquise either. One of them is gonna draw a flag, if not both. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because the only way you're gonna stop those dudes is you got to foul them. So look forward.
We're gonna rock out, man. We're gonna rock out. We're gonna do the thing, man. I'm excited, man. 24 hours, man. Soon we wake up in the morning, Lord's will, man, it's going to be 49 football time. So we ready to rock and roll, man.
Yes.
I believe Kyle Shanahan going to dial up some plays we ain't never seen before.
Always.
Watch.
Always.
So,
and Bruce Arians definitely ain't seen before.
Oh, yeah. But, all right, man, I'm going to get off because, you got called away, man. I'm going to give you my prediction, man. I believe the 49ers going to win 28-17. So I think
it's a well-fought contest.
These just our opinion scores. We ain't gonna know how the game gonna turn out, but we just giving our, estimated prediction and whatnot. But that's my opinion prediction. So it is what it is, man. We all gonna find out what it is once the fat lady sings tomorrow afternoon. So all right, man. Shout out to you, Ronbo, man. Shout out my TNT fam, man. My player partner Dre, Trey, Big Show, Shay Lewis. Jeff, man, all the Red 49 hits, man. Shout out to the Nighthawk Club, Nighthawk fan club, all them guys, man. F the Rams, F Rudy. They lost the Super Bowl. They only scored 3 points, and they broke. All right,
Night will. And Kevin Hernandez Jimenez says, $5 Ronbos in his boxers. Kevin, I'm gonna let you save your money. I'm not gonna stand up. Don't take him up on his bet. Although there have been occasions when you were absolutely right. This is one of them. Mr. Links. What is Mr. Links? Okay. So it says, can't wait till we get that W. 30-24 Niners as we escape, according to what Cynthia's thinking. Pete Gorman says 24-21. And Pete Gorman thinks the Bucs going to win. What? Oh, Bucs. I'm sorry. Pete says 24, 49ers, Bucs 21. Sorry, Pete. Theodore Barber. Rock Hill SC, the 803. 49ers for life. I like that. Hot boys. 100. Holla at your boy at the Owners. And Barack O'Niner Have to go to bed early, Ron. My prediction, 49ers 42, and Tampa on 2. Okie Niners says 27-13. I thought Okie Niners got a score over here. I thought I saw something else. All right. All right. I mean, hey, JT. JT. Dude. She's got to hear his name first. It's a little delay. Anyway, and he says there's a show on NBC Sports where some lady on the show made a joke about the Niners. She says some guys put $2,000 on the 49ers winning the Super Bowl. And she begged and pleaded him, as her job is to, make predictions and help people make these bets, right? $2,000 to the 49ers. There's so many better games you can make the bet on. You're not going to, you can take this game, you can take this game, but don't take the 49ers. I wouldn't bet $1 on the 49ers winning the Super Bowl. That's pretty serious. Hey, James.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
James, 'twas the night before the game. The first real one to count. Here we sitting around. No need to pout. We gonna win this game because the 49ers are full of fame. Tampa Bay, they don't know how to play. James, listen, we're talking pregame stuff. What you got to add?
Well, I can tell you this much. I think it's going to be quite an opener. Kwan Alexander going back to Tampa. The addition of Nick Bosa and D Ford. Everybody, I see they put up this generational stat thing about the Packers when they played the Bears Thursday night, because the Packers held them to 3 points in the whole game.
Terrible game. James? James. James.
Yeah.
There you are. Good. All right. James, go ahead. You was telling us about that generational stats and things like that. Go ahead.
Yeah, but the Packers held the Bears to 3 points. But I wasn't applauding. I wasn't raising an eyebrow, because I was saying, well, let's wait until Sunday when this new edition of the San Francisco 49ers defense goes out there against Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Because I do believe that it's gonna be quite a game. I believe we're gonna probably get, I'd say, 5 sacks.
Got you. You gotta equal the Browns. Beating up on Jameis.
Mm-hmm. And I think that our defense, I think if Akello even starts to struggle in any way, I think the X factor may be in the DB backfield, may even be Emmanuel Mosley. I think he's got the tenacity to play a big receiver like Evans. So we'll see. But I do think it's going to be a great game, a opening for us, a showing of who we're setting out to be in 2019. Not who we were in 2018 and 2017, but who we're setting out.
People won't give that up either. They still think we're the same.
That's right. People are going to get a load of us, and I'll say this much: it's going to be interesting, because I'm looking forward to this defense. I really am. I mean, I ain't got a whole lot to say tonight. That first caller, he said he's been listening for 4 years. He was just calling in tonight. Well, I'm going to just say it like this, man. Our expectations are very high. We're very optimistic about the direction this team can go in now, with an acquisition of great players and trades and drafts and all those great things, and players are ascending. So I'm not wishing no injuries on nobody, but to hear him say that trade Kendrick Bourne for a lineman, I think you need to find out from Kyle Shanahan. It's not, could you trade Kendrick Bourne for a lineman? It's, would Kyle Shanahan trade Kendrick Bourne for an offensive lineman? I don't think so. And even in draft picks, I don't think that's going to happen. But anyway, he's been listening. Good for him listening. That's better for him anyway. Some people are better off in the shadows anyway. So with that being said, my score prediction, I'm going to say 34-15, San Fran. Yep.
Hey, I like that, James. And by the way, you and Mr. Leaks are neighbors, by the way. He's in New Jersey. I think is there an 804 area code there?
Oh, there's a caller that asked about the bar where it's a Niners bar in Linden, New Jersey. It's called Nuno's Pavilion. It's at 300 Roselle Street in Linden, New Jersey. All you got to do is go to Google and ask for Nuno's, the address for Nuno's Pavilion in Linden, New Jersey. It doesn't look like a sports bar until you get there, and you'll see the side of it that's the actual 49er territory, buddy. Yes, sir.
James, I don't know if you know familiar with the area codes, because most people aren't paying much attention to that kind of thing, but he's an 848. How close is that to you?
848. I have no idea. Well, I'm close
we don't
to
pay attention to that.
973 is in my neighborhood. I'm close to northern New Jersey, up around Newark and the Meadowlands and New York City.
Yeah. All right, James. Well, awesome stuff as per usual. And we'll get together, talk about this game. I don't see anything other than celebration going on. We're setting ourselves up for pain, ain't we? In case something goes wrong, we'll be fine.
Our statement will be, all goes well, 3-0 by the bye with the home opener against the Steelers. So,
I love it.
Man.
All right, James.
It's coming. Thank you, Ronbo. Niner Empire, Niner for life. Love what you do.
Thanks, man.
Go Niner. Be blessed. Good night.
Thanks, James. Good night. In fact, I actually envisioned Bosa. Remember, this is a guy that smoked Staley, and I don't think Joe was fooling around after this first or second time. So whomever the Bucs have, he's dead meat. This is what I'm saying. I think Kyle pulls Nick. If Nick gets 3 sacks in the first half, he sits most of the rest of the game. You don't want to push your luck. If he's that dynamic, let's save him for next week until he gets a better condition. Hey, Daniel 5249.
What's up there, Ronbo?
Hey, Daniel, man, I'm just sitting here imagining. I know I'm going to dream about this tonight. I'm going to probably wake up screaming. The neighbor's going to hear me because I can see me now. Nick! Oh, my God, that's 3. We're not even through the first quarter yet. Nick. Share. Daniel, I'm sorry. Well, I'm imagining. What are you thinking here?
I'm excited to see the defense. I agree with a lot of other callers as far as I believe our defense is going to outshine the offense because I think they're a little further along right now. Because
exactly.
I don't think Jimmy has the timing down just yet. Remember, he hasn't played a real game in a year, so he's going to need a week or two to get back into full rhythm. But that defense, I think, is going to carry him, and I think they're going to win tomorrow.
Yeah, and you should, because it's a thing of manpower versus manpower. They don't man for man. They don't stand up with the same kind of juice as the 49ers. So that's why the 49ers have no business. They should be ashamed of themselves if they do lose this game, right? So you can figure that's all in play. And it's the first game of the season. They'll be pumped. So.
Oh, I agree with that. Not to mention, Quan going back to those stomping grounds. He wants to prove a point to former employers. So I have all the faith in the world that Quan's going to bring the hot boys, and they're going to light it up tomorrow. He's
going to be in each and every guy's ear, too. Every 49er on that defense, Quan's going to be all over him. I can see him running down the sidelines just going nuts. Give him some. They ain't had enough yet. What y'all got? You got what you got. I can just see it now. It just gets real crazy out there.
I would be surprised if they play extra hard just for him.
That's what I'm saying.
He's energized that defense by himself. Look what he's done with Warner. He's made him took his game up to a whole other level. So I would imagine that whole defense wants this win for him. He's not been the team very long, but he's already made quite the impression.
True. And Fred's already a good ball player, and Quan's going to take him to another level. And Dre Greenlaw, Dre's going to make a couple of mistakes here and there, but I just hope they're not costly because he's still in learning. But man, that's
he's a rookie. He's a rookie, but a promising rookie. And I tell you what, I have a lot more faith in him than I ever did in Malcolm Smith. So either way, I'm happy.
They're going to be playing different fronts anyway. There's going to be all kind of defensive schemes in there. So you're not going to see a Sam all the time. So it's going to be interesting to see how they manipulate that defensive line. Kyle and company is going to be looking at the Bucs offense to make adjustments, as will Salah, Kasurek, and everybody else. So this could be an interesting game strategically as well, because the Bucs are not going to lay down dead, but they are going to do things, and we're going to see what they do.
Well, absolutely. That defense, I'm looking very forward to seeing George Kittle, Debo, Goodwin.
I forgot about George.
I'm looking forward to see all them boys, Breda, Coleman, Juice. See all those guys with Jimmy. I mean, I'm looking forward to the game. I'm excited. I'm hoping even Mitch gets a couple tackles in on a couple punts,
And look for Mitch to maybe run for a first down. And see, you know how many guys we got that come out of hot weather? You got Quan. The hot weather's not going to bother him tomorrow. It's not going to bother Matty B or TC. Let me see. George Kittle, Iowa, a little different. I think it gets hot there, too. Not like it does on the South, but I mean... And I don't think these guys I think these guys will be fine. Marquise Goodwin out of Texas. Dante Pettis may feel the weather.
Yeah. Well, coach has been prepping them, and they had that hot tent they were been training in, and they've been that performance staff has had them hydrating for the last few days. Plus, we got, like you say, we got depth, so we're going to be able to rotate our boys in and out, keep them fresh, keep them cool, and I'm fully expecting a win tomorrow. I don't have any question about it.
Yeah, I know. It's just the fear of losing. You just can't lose this one. I mean, you could lose to the Steelers or somebody like that, but don't lose to Tampa Bay. It means mediocrity is still hanging around.
Yeah, don't lose games you're supposed to win. I mean, games that are going to be tight either way, they can go either way. Yeah, okay, I can see that. But games you're supposed to win, you got to win those. You got to win games you're supposed to win and divisional games. Those are the two games you have to win during the season.
Well, they got to win this and get the confidence where it should be, because they got to know they can take teams apart. And if they prove that tomorrow to themselves, they'll be fine from here on out, because they'll expect to win.
Oh, I expect when you have Monday Night Raw, your voice is going to be raw from so many Ronbo-gasms from what we're going to to see tomorw.
And that's why we call it Raw.
It's going to be fun.
It's blood red down the throat.
You need a lot of your magic juice.
I got some. I've stocked up. I needed some popcorn this year. I was going to put it on display the whole time. You got to get your popcorn ready for these games this year. These are going to be fun. God.
Oh, you might make him sit in the studio there throwing it around when someone does something bad.
That
stuff gets everywhere.
And that will not make the family happy. So, Hey, Daniel, let me get a score from you real quick. I just forgot. What did you say? You said earlier, I thought.
27-14 was my score.
Yeah, that's
like
right.
I believe Phil also said the same thing. Yeah.
All right, Daniel. Looking forward to talking to you tomorrow evening.
All right, Rumble. We'll get that W. Good.
Yes, indeed. Night, Daniel.
All right, man. Shout out to Russo. Shout out to you and your production staff. Shout out to Dre and all the people in chat. All right, man. Let's get that W. Go Niners.
Indeed. Thanks, Daniel. And let's go check out Linwood. Linwood.
What's up, Ronbo?
Linwood, nerves. I'm going to do a lot of bizarre things today. Nervous twitches and tics. Putting too much syrup on your cakes and things like that. Little weird things you wouldn't do if you were in your right mind. I can see right now sleeping in the closet instead of in the bedroom. Any number of things could go wrong. Putting ketchup in your oatmeal.
You sound like Antonio Brown right now.
He's comedy relief. I'm enjoying Antonio, but these antics are off the meter.
Hey, I laughed out. He fleeced the hell out of the Raiders.
Isn't that a wonderful thing? It couldn't happen to a bunch of guys.
Dude, I enjoyed that. I was like, battle man, you fleeced the Raiders. You knew what he was doing the whole long. Oh, my stars. Dude. Wow.
I really think there's something wrong
I enjoyed that. And it needs to be perfectly sound of mind, no problems, issues, this, that, with Tom Brady and co. There's going to be no issues.
Oh, you're right. Watch, he'll play good over there, just like Josh Gordon. Everybody goes over there and behaves because Tom Brady says, "Listen, you walk by my rules."
Well, it ain't Tom Brady. Well, it is Tom Brady, but it's Bill Belichick. He said, "I ain't going for all this bullshit, bro.
You got
So
one
you
shot.
come over here, you can settle the fuck down and do what the fuck I want you to do."
That's it. And otherwise,
John Gruden tried to do the same thing. Hey, stop the shit. Play football. Stop
you know
the
what?
shit. Did you see
Him and
that
Mike Mayock.
text?
Yeah, that wasn't going to work. That's not how you handle it.
He was pleased. So the whole deal was, here's the whole deal. He wanted to go to that team, and the Steelers traded him to the Raiders, and he found a way out. But
maybe 8.
Regardless of all that, we're going to beat everybody that has Antonio Brown and this and that on their team. So I'm not even concerned.
Yeah, well, as a matter of fact, let's get on that, Linwood. Now, tomorrow's game, you got a couple of guys to worry about. You got O.J. Howard. You got Mike Evans. Their defensive line, well, maybe they might be a little bit difficult, but I don't think so because Kyle Shanahan's going to X and O them to death anyway because, your best defensive lines, when Kyle's got his weapons, are going to suffer. And then you got Jimmy G saying, you know what, I'm tired of people calling me a fluke, so I'm looking for him to do good things. Matty B, not going to stop him from running. I kind of like the way this game is mapping out before it even starts. What are you thinking?
I think it's going to be we're going to be methodical, slow, out of the gate, but we're going to finish strong, real strong, because our defense is going to wear the other opponent out, and then our offense is going to slowly pick at you, see what the defense is trying to do to them, and we're going to pick them apart.
I wonder what they're going to do, though. Linwood, all they can do, they're not going to, those long downfield routes, that's not going to develop. I imagine they're going to try to cut the 49ers up underneath.
Exactly. So there's a lot of downfield routes. That's what Bruce Arians' specialty. I think he's going to start the game, Ronbo. Honestly, I think he's going to start the game with, all right, everybody knows we're doing this. Yeah. Everybody knows we're doing this, so we're going to try and power the ball first. A little short pass, screen plays, blah, blah, trying to open stuff up. And you see that's not going to work. He said, all right, I'm going to go back to what's original. I'm going to try and air it out and exploit the secondary.
Do it, Bruce. And tell Jameis to wait. 3, 2, 1. And then let that thing go, Jameis. It'll be too late. At 2, you'll still be counting
too long.
From the dirt.
So I think we're going to give up some big plays, Ronbo. The defense is still trying to figure each other out. The front seven is solid. The concern is the back side. We're going to give up a few big plays in the back, but we're going to be bend, but don't break.
I know that might have been a preseason vanilla defense.
I will live with that all year long. Ronbo, I would live with that all year long. If we can bend but not break, and they get down there with the high flying with the weapons they got on that offense.
Yeah, but you can't make any plays if you keep bending. You got to play up on that receiver on occasion, especially when you got that pass rush now fully intact. Go ahead and play up on them and get a chance to jump a route or two. The bend and break should apply in the fourth quarter.
I anticipate all that, Rombo. I anticipate all that. I anticipate all field goals for Tampa Bay and 1 touchdown. 16 points is what I'm limiting them to. And that's only because bend and break and the officials usually aren't on our side. So I'm putting officiating in there because I don't know why, but they're just really been horrible with us for the last 5-6 years since Harbaugh era. The officials have been really hard on us. So
that's because they place bets on the other team.
1 touchdown, mostly field goals.
Then what? I'm going to get your score because we'll go and look forward to tomorrow. What score, Linwood? Did you give us a score already? Because I keep wondering who gave us a score because I'm looking at the list.
Well, I gave you the defense.
You gave me the defensive score?
Holding up Tampa Bay to 16.
Okay, so there you go.
We're going to put up 31. 31-16.
All right. 31-16. Linwood called it.
Defense, bends, don't break. That's four field goals and a touchdown. Hold them to field goals.
All right, Linwood. I will look for you tomorrow, fam.
Night, Ronbo. Hit those likes, fam. Hit those likes.
Please, thank you.
Ronbo Maniacs.
Thanks, Linwood. Oh, man. And Hey, get my boy Stevie off of there. Oh, yeah. Stevie. We're going to talk to Stevie tomorrow. Stevie's going to be our eyes on the field. Stevie!
Rumble.
Stevie, man, the more you think about this game, the biggest fear is losing this team because they are not a team you want to lose to. They are not potent. They don't even look like they did the year before last. You got Jameis out there with all kind of mental issues going on because Stevie, by now, Jameis is thinking to himself, I've been having a lot of trouble and I'm supposed to be making a statement this year or they're going to let me walk next year. So he's under a lot of pressure.
Right.
You know how that goes. It's going to scare him into messing up.
Right.
But Stevie, what are your intake on all this?
Well, I'm gonna be at the game. I'm excited for our defense. I'm excited for Tavares more than anything because I'm glad. Now it's like the writing's on the wall on purpose. Jimmy Ward gets hurt because he was listed as a starter, knowing he shouldn't have been a starter. He gets hurt as usual. Now Tavares Moore is back at where he needs to be, like as a starter. Yeah. And if you notice, not one time in preseason, at least with the starters, we gave up a big play, like a big downfield play.
True, he's got some INTs too.
The only time it was a big play was against the Broncos with Emmanuel Sanders and DJ Reed, but the only reason why it happened because it was they didn't call the lineman was holding DeMontre Moore back. It would have been a sack, so it would never happen. Other than that, we haven't given up big plays, which I like because this is Bruce Arians' offense is an air raid offense, basically. Not air raid, but he likes to throw it downfield. He likes to push the ball downfield. By pushing the ball downfield, your receiver has to run longer routes. Therefore, your lineman has to block a little longer. Therefore, we're getting more sacks.
That's why.
So I'm excited for that because nobody can scheme up for our defense right now because nobody has seen our starting defense yet. So you can't say, well, this is what they do on this tendency. No, you're trying to go off of last year's film, off of two different people because at edges, you're trying to go off college tape. And then D4, you're trying to go off what he did at the Chiefs.
Kansas City.
So it's just like, you can't. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the Kansas City. That's you can't just scheme us up right now. So I feel like I'm predicting the score now 33-17. Jimmy G's going to go he's going to do 2 touchdowns. Matt Breeder's going to get 1. And Marquise is going to go down for a deep yard pass, like a real deep one, because we haven't seen that all preseason yet. And I feel like Shanahan's going to bring it out on this one because their defense, their back end is not that good either. So I feel like that's going to happen.
What is their safety and corner look like?
Right, their top corner is not playing in the game. Ryan Smith, he's not playing in the game.
Oh,
so
Lord.
He's out. Yeah, he's out. It's a flu that's been going around over there too. So
I read about that. And it got him too.
They have a flu
and Mike
going
Evans
around.
is supposed to be under the weather too.
And their rookie Devin White, their starting linebacker. So it's just
got Devin
exactly.
too. Hey.
Yeah, he just was on it. He just got put on it today. It's listed as questionable today. And then Vita Vea, he may or may not play, but he's still not 100% healthy. So he's not going to be that much of a factor.
Yeah.
Same thing for Levante David. He's just not coming back, so he won't be that much. So we have an opportunity to be better right now. We have to make a statement this year. And I feel like the players know that, and that's why they're at an opponent this year. That's why we have to remain humble, Ronbo. Even if we do start getting W's, we can't talk crazy. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Stevie, I promise
everybody's been talking crazy.
But it'll stop in game 3. I guarantee you that.
Oh, yeah, I'm waiting on it. But everybody's been talking crazy. Like, I was at the barbershop today trying to get ready for the game, and the dude said, oh, you a 49ers fan? Because, I got the 49ers tattoo on my forearm.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, I feel sorry for y'all. I said, for what? I said, do you see who we have on our team? He said, isn't Jimmy Garoppolo hurt? I said, man, shut up. You don't even know what you're talking about. Jimmy's not even hurt. Like, I mean, I'm going back and forth with people at the barbershop. You got Falcons fans I'm going against. You got Minnesota fans, Green Bay. I'm going against it. Dallas is the worst. I go against them every day. All those fans, I go against them every day. It's just, Rumble, I stay humble to myself, too, because I know what we have. It's just, I just laugh and be like, all right, you'll see. Watch this game 1. Call me when the game over when we up.
Yeah.
So that's what I do on that. But, Rumble, I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
All right. So, when Jalen Hurd and Trent Taylor get back, Kendrick Bourne is going to be inactive for a couple of games. I'm not going to say a lot of games, but a couple of games he's going to be inactive because if those two come back, so you're going to have the 3 starters off rip is going to be Dante Pettis, Debo, and Marquise off rip. So if Trent Taylor comes back, you have your 4, and then Jalen Hurd is going to be in the rotation. That's your 5th.
Yeah, that's always
been
Kendrick's
receiver. It's always a receiver that can. Yeah, he's going to be inactive in some games because. I'm sorry, you can go ahead, Rumble.
No, I was just saying that's his role before even this year. Remember, he came in. He's always the fireman. He's a guy who comes in
But
when somebody goes down.
But he's gonna be inactive. Usually he's active, Rumble, but he's gonna be inactive because your sixth receiver is gonna have to contribute to special teams. Richie James is gonna get that step over him just because due to the fact that he can do kick return, punt return, and he can be a gunner, and he could be your receiver that is actually gonna be in the starting lineup if need be. And Kendrick Bourne doesn't offer the special teams aspect of it, so you got to choose which one. So you might see some games Trent Taylor inactive, or you might see some games Kendrick Bourne inactive. It's going to be out of those two because Dante Pettis, Debo, Jalen Hurd, and Marquise are going to be your starting four. You usually rotate 5.
You only get 5. Yeah, that's true.
5, exactly. So you got 5. So now you got to definitely choose out of those 3. And I feel like Trent Taylor. I really feel like Trent Taylor should be like almost gone because Richie James is a better
all around.
To me personally, all around, he offers more. Trent Taylor could give you a punt return, but he's not taking it to the house. He's definitely not giving you a kick return to the house.
But
so
you know
then the argument can be made about DJ Reed being a kick return instead of Richie.
Yeah. But see, we got to pull up, and Stevie, I'm gonna link you up here tomorrow. Be looking for that, and we gonna talk at the
If y'all like the game, just holler at me. Hey, my Instagram is Stevie_the guy. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Y'all holler at me if y'all going to the game. I want to meet up.
I'll put it up on the screen. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Put it up on the screen for me.
All right, Stevie. Stevie, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right.
There's Stevie, man. It's gonna be fun. Curtis.
Yo, what's up, Ronbo? How you doing?
Curtis, I'm doing all right, man. You know, since we like the night before, normally I'm staying calm tonight so I can at least hold a conversation without losing my mind. But Curtis, I'm going nuts here and trying to make sure that I can actually maintain some civility. Curtis, I'm delighted to hear from you, fam. What are you thinking about this game? Who's going to be your standout player? Who's going to be the hero on both offense and defense? Is Mitch Wish going to be a huge factor tomorrow? Is Kyle Shanahan going to dial up plays we've never seen before and be saying things like, oh, my God, what was that? George Kittle didn't have anybody around him for 30 yards in any direction. We could be going crazy tomorrow, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm pumped. I'm so ready. I'm so ready for tomorrow. It's like being a little kid the day before Christmas and waiting to open up my presents.
Open up points. 1 point. Sack. As a matter of fact, Curtis, how many sacks you got on this day, man? I mean, you got 4, 5, 7? Are they going to do the 99 for DeForest Buckner? Because, you know, they did that in Saxonville last year. 9 sacks in one game. Hey.
Yeah, we definitely have to get, our D-line definitely has to get some pressure on Winston or, he's going to eat us up. But, I think the Niners are going to pull out the win, but I think it might be a little bit closer than most people think.
Probably.
Like I said before, the Niners' greatest strength is probably their pass rush, but their greatest weakness is probably the secondary. So we have to get pressure, or Jameis Winston's going to sit back there and throw bombs all day long. At Witherspoon and even Sherman too. So we just gotta be careful and get a lot of pressure on them. So
yeah, because I'm hoping he does try to go deep downfield myself, because it's gonna take too long for any deep routes. If James gets off 2 deep bombs all game long, I'll be surprised, because that pressure's gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah,
but I'm worried about the short game myself. Them little short routes, playmakers that can do a little bit of running, this is the ones I worry about. I mean, they'll nickel and dime you all the way down the field. Because going deep is going to be suicide, but they could have a plan to get everything underneath. Let's see if that works or not, though. Because Quan and Fred, their side-to-side pursuit, reading, I think we'll be okay. We'll see.
Yeah. Hopefully everything works out. Like I said, I know people have been talking about Witherspoon, so hopefully he plays more close. You know how he is. Plays 5-10 yards off the line, off his man, and because even if we get pressure, if Spoon is back there and only giving them, giving them free releases and everything, so they can get those little 5 yard catches. I mean, it's going to be a long day.
Godwin's pretty fast. I think he's going to be coming out of slot, though. You know what? I think the strategy involved, we got some smart coaches. Let's see how they defend this team. Because they haven't changed a lot from last year. So whatever footage you have on them last year, as far as their offense goes, still is relevant. So I think the 49ers will be ready for that defense, or offensively.
Yeah. Because I mean, as far as Tampa Bay goes, we just have to worry about Vita Vea in the middle of the D line, and Sue. Sue's getting up there in age,
and
he's still okay. Yeah, and then they had those two linebackers, and just like the other caller said, the rookie linebacker I read just a couple, early today that he has the flu.
Dang.
So I think Mike Evans had got the flu or some kind of stomach virus or something like that. I think it was
stomach
yesterday.
virus. You cannot come back from that. You can come back from the flu, lightheadedness, runny nose, all that stuff, but the stomach flu, man.
It was something. Yeah, it was something like that. And like I said, it spread to the rookie linebacker, Devin White.
Dang.
So they said that he was on. I think he was on the the injury report or something like that today.
For the fans' sake, they might be making sure that everybody thinks they were sick. So if they lose, and they probably anticipate losing, at least the fans will understand. Had everybody been healthy, they would have beat us. It's a PR move. Yeah, Curtis, we got to go. Let me get your score real quick.
I'll probably say Tampa Bay 20, San Francisco 27.
All right. Beat them by a TD. We can do that. All right, Curtis. I'm looking for you tomorrow.
Yeah, something like that.
And we'll talk about your score after the game. All right.
All right,
Curtis.
No problem. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, fam. Have a good night.
All right. Have a good one.
You too. And I quickly go to Russo.
What's up, Ronbo?
Russo, you know what's up, man. It's nerves, the inability to relax and focus, the feeling that it's not even cold, you're burning up, or it's not even hot. It's just a weird sensation. We're in a place right now where I really wish it was game time, so get this anxiety out of here. Okay, let me stop. Russo, your perspective on this game as of this hour, because we talked about it the other day, but now it's a little different story. Go ahead.
Well, now it's basically here, so I'm definitely I'm starting to get really excited. I already know, today, I kind of hate Saturdays because it's like college football, and college football is cool to watch, but it's just I just want to watch NFL. You know what I mean? So
I know.
Now the night's almost over, so it's almost here, so I'm excited.
Yep.
The last time we talked, we basically talked about what could go right for Tampa Bay. How could Tampa Bay win? The heat, the travel, the penalties, stuff like that. That's the ways that Tampa Bay can. And then, for me, you look at it, and it's obviously look at the Vegas line. They're projecting a pretty high-scoring game. They're projecting a close game. So what's going to be the tiebreaker essentially? To me, that means everything's basically equal in their eyes. So when I look at it,
Russo, one question: what was the total amount of points they're expecting in this game? I didn't look at the Vegas.
It was in the upper 40s. I don't know where it's at now. I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Yeah. They're expecting. This is one of the higher point totals of the week. They're expecting a shootout.
Oh.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the higher point totals of the week. So for me, when I'm looking at the game, there's three phases to football, Ronbo. There's offense, there's defense, and there's special teams.
Yep.
And people are always they're talking about all the offense players, the defense players. But the thing that's going to separate this game and it's going to make the big difference is the special teams. And you look at offense, there's running the ball, there's passing the ball. Defense, there's stopping the pass, there's stopping the run. Special teams, there's 6 phases of special teams, Ronbo, and I feel like we have the edge in all 6 of them. Field goal, Robbie Gould, he's top 2 in the league easily. I would say maybe Justin Tucker's a better kicker. Punter, Mitch Wisnowski. We haven't really seen him, but
he could be one of the league's best. Exactly.
Yes, he projects as at least a top 5 punter in his rookie season. That's how he projects. Kick returners, we got Richie James, we got DJ Reed, we got a lot of other guys that kick return, punt return.
Use Dante if you want to.
Yeah, exactly. And then the kick coverage, punt coverage. We have 4 or 5 aces on our special teams that are going to be out there locking them down. So, when Tampa Bay comes out on defense and, we're on our own 27 and they get a 3 and out, they're going to be all fired up. And watch what happens. Mitch is going to punt him and pin him inside the 10. And they're going to be like, holy shit, like what just happened? Completely reverse the field on him. And that's going to be the difference.
Blitz city from there, Russo. Because they don't like to blitz a lot, but you got that pass rush, and you got those linebackers blitzing. Oh, I really worry about Jameis's health in this game. But go ahead.
Yeah. And then when we get a 3 and out, what's going to happen? Bradley Pinnion's going to come in and shank one. It's going to go 37 yards, and we're going to get the ball at midfield. It's going to be, I'm telling you, special teams is super underrated in football. And for me, anytime I'm looking at a game like this, like sports betting, they'll tell you, look at who has the better special teams, and sometimes is the difference maker in these
games can be won or lost. That's right.
Yes.
I mean, how many games did Bradley Pinion put us in trouble?
Oh, he's a field goal kicker. Yeah. Who cares? He's a field goal kicker. Just come and play. You're a kicker. You know what I mean? But they can win you games. They can lose you games. So having Robbie Gould, that's huge for a game like this.
Oh God, yes, because the guy does not freak out under pressure. I mean, he's more dangerous under pressure. God, you're right. Special teams is definitely one to marvel at. I agree.
Yep. So that's like a very super boring, vanilla, underrated aspect of the game that I'm looking at. It's like,
no, but the football purist pays attention, and that's you, Russo. You got to pay attention to things like that to give you an edge if you're a kind of guy that likes to bet or something like that. These are important aspects. Yep.
So. And the other thing, which is key, is like everyone saw it, and I heard you brought it up. We opened up as 2.5-point dogs, and now we're a 1-point favorite. Like when the line moved that much, 3.5 points of movement on a line, and there wasn't anything significant. It's not like their quarterback isn't playing. Like nothing really happened. It's just the smart money starting to come in, and it pushed this line basically over a field goal into our favor, which is like it's really saying something. So for me, that like anytime I've ever made a bet, and I usually see that line moving like that, that's a very strong sign that the team, that the 49ers are going to win this game. So
should have never been down in the first place.
I'm feeling good about it. And there's a guy that I'm very excited to see, and maybe not the way that it happened is Tavarius Moore, and I just cannot wait to watch him play.
I hope he has a great day. I really do. Russo, want to get your score before we say goodnight and see you tomorrow. What do you got for this game?
I came up with 27-19 San Francisco.
Oh, I like that, Russo.
27-19, and I have us up quite a bit, and then they get like a garbage touchdown towards the end.
All right. There's Russo. As you can see, Russo has very rational, logical. I mean, when he says something about a game, you can actually bank on it. Did you think about special teams? Russo did. Just mention it. Click the name. Russo. Russo, what is the number? Is it Russo what, 49?
SF49.
SF49, of course. Click it. Russo's got a channel, and he knows what he's talking about. Russo, I'll see you tomorrow, fam.
All right, bro. Have a good night.
You
Talk
too.
To you tomorrow.
Looking forward. And we zoom over to Lewis.
What's up, Ronbo?
Lewis, I love between now and bedtime, when that question hits me, I'm going to say, do you know what's up? My nerves are killing me. Lewis, I can't stand this. I wish the game was right now. And if the game was right now, I'd be sitting there going, oh, man. Come on, Niners. First kickoff's going to be a crazy thing. So, Russo, yes, that's where right now, man. Nerves are shot.
Right. Nerves are shot. Yeah, absolutely, Ronbo. Shout out to my team, brethren. Shout out to Russo, Trey, Dre, Will. They know who they are. My Team T Connections, Big Show, all of them. Yeah. Ronbo, yes. I've come on the line today to address Perez himself, or whatever his name is, Will Perez, whatever. He was talking some outlandish. I don't know what he was dropping. It sounded very blasphemous the last time I heard him on the radio. So I've brought my handy-dandy notebook, and I brought some stats and statistics that I would like to bless upon each and every caller that is listening today and everyone in the chat. Ronbo, he said that Buccaneers had the number one passing offense. That is a fact, Ronbo. I could not lie there. Perez said one good thing, and he was right.
And I told him
number one
it wasn't just
passing
because of Jameis Winston, though. It's something to do
Oh no,
with the other quarterback
Ryan
too.
Fitzpatrick
Yes.
had. Oh, absolutely, Ronbo. So I just want to say one quick real thing. So Jameis Winston finished 22nd in yards. Guess where Ryan Fitzpatrick finished? 28. So obviously he wasn't getting those yards all by himself. Jameis Winston had 2,900, and guess what? Ryan Fitzpatrick had 2,300. And I think they benched Patrick after like game 4 or 5. I mean, I know they had a little battles going back and forth.
He just came undone all of a sudden. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a complete, I don't want to cuss, but it was a complete S show. Like it was just messed up. That whole QB situation kind of reminded me of our situation that we had. But anyways,
we don't go back to that.
Right, exactly, Ronbo. So Ronbo, he said that they had a first passing offense, absolutely. But guess who had the 11th ranked passing defense in the league?
Was that us?
That is absolutely correct, Ronbo. We had. With only having 2 takeaways, we allowed we ranked 11th in total passing defense for the entire year, Ronbo.
Even though people hate on Akilla.
Right, absolutely. Even though people hate on Akilla, Killa did decent. I mean, right. I mean, when we see him get it, exposed out there, like, on the Packers game or the Giants game having his hand up. But, Ronbo, it happens. It happens.
Yeah.
So for passing yards, on total passing yards for the entire season, our defense only allowed 3,700. So that's still that's better than, 19 other teams, 21 other teams in the league, Ronbo. And guess what? We didn't have D Ford.
I was getting ready to say.
We didn't have Bucs. I mean, we didn't have D Ford. We didn't have Nick Bosa.
You didn't have a frontline defense. Not really.
We didn't have a frontline defense. We had no linebackers. It was literally Wagner, and I think they threw Elijah Lee out there at one point because Malcolm Smith didn't even play.
Season.
But it was just a complete, didn't have Ward. I'm not saying Ward is going to substantially make us better, but I'm telling you, they're not facing the same defense that they did when they played us. It's completely different. So we can get that addressed real quick.
Because remember the night before too, Lewis, Foster went to jail that night. That didn't help none.
And Foster, gosh, bro, that is great memory. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah,
I don't even think Foster played because we released him immediately. We released him immediately because his the crazy girl that or whatever he was with at the time followed him to the hotel room or whatever.
No, he called her, the idiot. She didn't know where he was. How could she know? He told her.
Oh, well, yeah, didn't follow. But, yeah, he told her to come and they met up or whatever.
And he's already got another girlfriend there. Oh, Lewis, don't bring me back to that. Lewis, you know what? Go ahead, because we got a minute left.
Right, okay.
Go ahead.
So, just to make my point. Prez, your offense you brought back some pieces. You guys lost Humphreys, yada, yada. You have Bruce Arians. Yes, he's a great coach. I mean, Peyton Manning, Andrew Luck were all Hall of Famers. Peyton Manning, Andrew Luck literally led the Colts his first season to the playoffs, 10-6. I mean, he kind of did it without Bruce Arians. But anyways, besides the point, Ronbo. My main thing that I'm saying, Ronbo, is the Tampa Buccaneers are not the same team. They drastically got worse. That offensive line has drastically gotten worse. Literally, the defense of the 49ers front seven has tremendously gotten better. So if you were to tell me going into this game, it's definitely not going to be the same outcome. I do feel like the 49ers have the edge in this one. Like I said, they're going to have a special plan for Mike Evans, a little something for O.J. Howard, but they ranked, real quick, Ronbo, they ranked 28th. They ranked 28th in rushing offense last year. So if we don't have to worry about the run, then all we're going to do is play for the pass. And if you really want us to play for the pass and let Nick Bosa, DeForest Buckner, and D Ford say hello to Jameis Winston every down. So
Lewis, give me a score. I'm telling you, good stuff. Perez, I hope you're taking notes. What score you got for this game?
Hope so. I said it last time I called Ronbo 35-17.
Yeah, that's right.
It's going to be that thing. If they cannot establish the run game, Ronbo, then all we know is we're going to play the pass. And when we play the pass, Ronbo,
the dead meat.
Jameis Winston's not going to look good out there.
Lewis, awesome stuff.
Ronbo.
I'll see you tomorrow, Phil.
I'll see you tomorrow, brother. Take it easy.
Hey, it's always fun to Perez. Man, Perez, we'll have to go find him. JT!
Hello?
JT, we have a game coming up here as early as tomorrow, the first game of the 2019 season. Do you see anything that you'd like to speak upon, like the 49ers offensive line, the Jimmy G traveling? Jimmy's got to have a name for his game. And also, when you think about Debo, you can think about Keys, Dante, Richie James probably going to be in the slot. George Kittle's going to look to make a name for, well, beyond what he has now. The defense, could they be the ones that are going to dominate this game? What do you think, JT?
The defense is going to dominate the game, Ronbo. Don't get me wrong. The offense is going to they're gonna play ball, but I think the defense, Ronbo, is what's really we're gonna really see not as much defense. Well, you know what? Well, yeah, we ain't gonna see a lot of defense on the field as much as we did the past few years.
Because your offense could be taking up too much time, you mean? Yeah. People don't understand that. The 49ers are going to be diving and nickel and then chipping here, wearing that defense out. It's going to be by design, too. Watch.
You know, I was watching some guys' channel on Tampa Bay, you know, and he was talking about how we, us 49er fans, is delirious and shit. But
you were watching Perez?
Yeah, I was watching Perez, and you know, he that guy right there, he delirious as hell. He over here talking about we gonna go to Tampa Bay and get it. Nah, bruh. He don't even know. He don't even know. His team's in for a real treat tomorrow. I'll tell you what. We're gonna fire on all cylinders tomorrow, Ronbo. Tomorrow's the day. I for one, I'm so excited. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be making a lot of noise over here tomorrow.
I tell you, it's gonna be. And if you're in a 49er neighborhood, you hear that lovely sound every time the 49ers echoes throughout the area.
You know what, Ronbo? Not only that, I think Nick Bosa tomorrow. I think he's gonna have a hell of a game. I don't think their offensive line is gonna be able to hold up against that little rookie. I mean, come on. If you think if he's over there manning Joe Staley on a few snaps, then he's gonna really show them guys over there in Tampa Bay.
You're feeling me. That's what I'm talking about. And he's going to be going up against the big end, right? I mean, he's going to be on the big end. So that means whoever's over there is not their top tackle. Top tackle's on the other side trying to protect that quarterback's blind side. You put an average guy against Nick Bosa, my, there's going to be carnage on that side of the field. I can't wait to see this.
And then this next thing you know, you're gonna be feeding D forcing the feed off that, and he's gonna really we're gonna see a lot. We're gonna see some of that quick first step from D4. You know, when he comes out.
All over Jameis. I'm gonna be laughing with Jameis and Nick at the same time, and all of a sudden, DeForest Buckner comes out of nowhere and sweeps the quarterback out of both of them's range. It's my sack.
You're gonna see that pocket collapse when their offense gets on the field, because you're gonna have pressure coming from all sides, Ronbo. I could already see it right now. Oh man,
we're gonna be laughing a lot tomorrow. I got a feeling, because that's a ridiculous pass rush. I wouldn't send anybody out there against that. If I was a coach, tell Jameis, son, all I've got to tell you is this: watch your ass. Coach, what about the offensive line? Watch it.
Hey, Ronbo, we are finna go through and I guarantee it, Ronbo. We finna go 3-0. I don't see us. We ain't gonna lose to nobody in the first 3 weeks. We go after we whip on the Steelers. All these naysayers are gonna be right here starting to jump on the bandwagon, talk about we underestimated the 49ers.
They beat the Steelers. You know what they're gonna say? JT, what they're gonna say is they're gonna say, well, looks like Jimmy G's starting to live up to the hype, and he's looking a lot like the guy they paid $100 and whatever million to. And he is the most talked about guy for the third Monday in a row. I can already see it now. They always act like we knew this was possible, but we just didn't think it was now.
and if we whip on Baker Mayfield, then they're really going to be right there. They're going to really believe, Ronbo. So I say this: we're gonna have. I guarantee, Ronbo, we are gonna start the season not just 3-0, but we're gonna start 4-0.
Oh, listen, JT, we got to roll because we got to get out of here in about 15 minutes. Let me get your score. Let me get your score.
Ronbo.
I believe you too. JD, what's your score for this game?
Oh, that's a real good question. Oh shit! You know what? I could see not a blowout, but a damn near one. We're gonna whip their tail. 44.
That's not a blowout.
The 44-17. We're gonna whip their tail tomorrow.
JT, I thought you said it was gonna be a blowout. That's a pretty good blowout. But JT, good. I'll support you. Let me see you tomorrow, okay?
Yeah, 44-17.
44-17.
49ers.
All right, JT. I'm going to see you tomorrow, fam.
All right, Niner Empire.
Oh, God. All right, it is AJ. AJ, come on in, man. AJ?
Hey, what it is?
AJ, you know,
what's up,
man.
Niner Genius, what's good, man?
Well, the season about to start for real now. Ain't no more playing around. Ain't no preseason games, vanilla offense, vanilla defense. This is the real deal. What are you thinking?
I'm just calling. You know, I got empty thoughts right now. I'm just trying to see. I think our score going to be maybe a tie. It's going to be a push. I don't know who's going to win, tell you the truth, because Tampa Bay,
well, tell you what.
They ain't no jive turkeys.
Well, no, that's true.
Straight up.
Who do you think is going to be the biggest contributor both on Tampa Bay's team, and who's going to be the biggest contributor with the 49ers? Who do you think is going to be that edge? Who's got it?
Probably,
whether it be Tampa Bay or not?
For our team, the biggest contributor probably going to be that dude, Junior. What's his wide receiver name?
Richard James?
Junior.
Richard James Jr.?
Yeah, James Jr.
All right.
Yeah, I think he's going to be probably the biggest. And then maybe the contributor for it's Mike Evans, big, tall, 6'4".
Yeah.
Dude.
They say he's feeling sick because there's a flu going around that area. They got two, even the linebacker. So it must be pretty serious, more than I could imagine. But yeah, Mike Evans is always a problem. He likes the 49ers. He had a field day against the 49ers last year. And he smoked Sherm on a couple of them plays. But then again, Sherm wasn't Sherm. I tell you something though, AJ.
That boy a beast. That boy's a straight up hog, straight up off top.
I got to tell you, but if he runs a deep route though, he's gonna have a problem because see, Jameis, that pass rush, AJ, that pass rush may be one of the best pass rushes we've had since 2012, 2013, 2011 through there. This pass rush is seriously legit. That's scary.
That's what's up, man. I'm gonna watch the game. You know, the AMC they give out tickets now. You can watch the game at the AMC if you want to. You know, get the bar crack-a-lacking and whatnot. I mean, you know, you got the recliner seats. Yeah. I'm probably go. I mean, unfortunately, out here they ain't playing it on my topic seat. Yeah, man, you can do the whole set up a movie. You can watch the games. You know what I mean? All the games. Pay
Bring
for
the
that.
pizza.
You know, popcorn, drinks. Yeah. I might just do a little different, you know, because I'm a different cat. You feel me? I ain't carbon copy like some of these cats I know. In this world,
that's what makes you
me?
special, AJ, man. You know that's good.
Oh yeah, man. I'm gonna keep it out. I ain't tripping. I'm gonna keep it centered. You feel me? But man, hopefully we get a W. But again, I think we're gonna probably tie it up because Tampa Bay got Bruce Arians. People saying he ain't good, but he did damn good when he was in Arizona. So don't sleep on him. And then they got the defensive coach. The brother, the head coach. I mean, all I know is they know what they're doing, period, point blank. And I ain't here for the fumbles and talking like I know all the scores and whatnot. Be all in the videos like some folks. I ain't gonna do all that, Mr. Ronbo. So
that's okay.
I'm just gonna shoot my shot. And hopefully, and I didn't mean to disrespect you and anybody else, but my point was, I would just get sometimes I would hear, I like to hear people speak. Sometimes people get to talking and getting to doing the shout outs. It just sound, a little redundant, and you get to having like, people want to, bromance all day. Get a number, kiss, cuddly and cute. I get it, but man, come on, everybody want to get a chance to, yap, and it's just yapping. You need nothing nobody's saying is facts. I'm gonna keep that a sound out. Once again, I'm sugar free.
But
you know what I'm talking about? I'm sucker free.
I understand what you're saying, AJ. But we try to promote harmony. We try not to stir up.
But he trying to push my line like he knows something. Like he knows something. He want to captain say he want to recruit you or something like rescue Ronnie or something. Come on.
No, nothing like that. AJ, ain't never gonna be nothing that fierce going on toward each other around it. We're all fam.
And this is sports we talking, but he talking all that flip slam. That's he's slamming me like he know me or something. You don't know me.
Well, I know what you did. And if he did, AJ, he know you're a cool dude, man. Some of these conversations, they take people into dimensions that really should not be gone into. They don't exist anyway, except within the temperament of the individuals that are receiving it. And then, of course, they interpret it one way, and it becomes rage. AJ, I don't want you to be enraged, fam. And
Nah, not for no sports. I mean, that's the thing, politics, religion, and sports. People get all. Yeah. I'm not trying to be in my feelings. I was just trying to basically express, hey, man, I'm going to listen to folks speak, but damn, when people get the shot down doing a little fireworks on the end, I'm like, damn, the fireworks again?
And from now on, when the shout-outs go a little too long, look, AJ's, listen, don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
And everybody is very, very, enthusiastic. I get it, bro. I'm enthusiastic, but damn, sometimes you be like, man, the next person. But, okay, man. I know you got to
time now, AJ.
My little bro. Yes,
we got time now. All right. Have a go.
Dude.
All right, AJ. Have a good night. AJ let you hear you hang up the phone and everything. Nighthawk! Nighthawk. Maybe you could go to Nighthawk anyway because I'm completely out of time here.
What's up, Rambo?
Oh, there he is. Okay. Nighthawk! Nighthawk, man, we're just sitting around here and anticipating tomorrow's game. Nighthawk, if, there is that possibility, of course, any given Sunday, we could lose this game tomorrow, but it doesn't look likely. It has no business happening. Nighthawk, if you had to pick between tomorrow's big splash player, who would he be? Would it be Debo? Would it be Matty Breda? Could it be Tevin Coleman? Is George Kittle going to come back and pick up where he left off? Is Jimmy G going to throw for 350 yards? Are the 49ers going to pick up 9 sacks tomorrow or less? All these questions, Nighthawk, whichever place you want to jump into. Go ahead.
I'm going to jump in. Both are going to get 4 tackles.
Right? 4 sacks, you mean, right?
Yep, 4 sacks.
All right. 4 sacks for both sacks.
And Beaver's going to get like 2 touchdowns.
I like that.
And then Mr. James, if he's playing, he might get like 2 touchdowns too.
Could be the X factor. And you know what? Nighthawk. Richie James is a hard-nosed. Richie James is he's the 49ers tough guy. I mean, the dude weighs maybe a $190, but he is tough as any guy we got weighing 225. That boy don't get hurt. In fact, when's the last time I seen Richie get the bejesus knocked out of him? He could be tomorrow's dude. Nighthawk, how'd you bring him up?
He's going to be a player of the game tomorrow.
Game ball to Richie James? Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. I like that idea. Yeah.
Like I said, we're going to beat them 34-17.
I got you. I was looking at your score here. 34. Yeah, we got 34-10 for you now. 34-17. Yeah. All right. You still got time to change it. Remember what we had the first time?
I'm keeping it at 34-10.
You want to keep it 34-10? All right. Yeah, we'll keep it at that. Because the defense is going to be really tough to score on. I don't know that, you can't really run on the 49ers. And you can cut them up maybe. I don't know. We still got to wait for that. I want to see with the linebacking crew how they react. I want to see if the cornerbacks can play inside. It's really hard to know how many points. We can guess how many points the 49ers are going to score because we know.
On the defense side, Mr. Storm is going to get 5 interceptions.
How many interceptions?
5.
In one day? You mean the season?
No, he's going to get
tomorrow
with Tampa.
Well, I'm laughing. Watch it happen. And Sherman's got another one. He bring this one back to the touchdown.
Sherman's going crazy.
He might want to cut loose. They've been talking about making jokes about him and Mike Evans because Mike Evans has went around telling people, according to I think it was Perez, the Bucs fan. I believe he's the one who said Mike Evans says that Richard Sherman is one of his favorite guys to play against. Now, I've never heard this. I read it. Fam, anybody on the chat, if you've seen this line, or is it any beat writer quoted, please post me up a link. I want to see this. I cannot believe that's true. One of my favorite guys to play against? That's setting yourself up for pain. Don't inspire people. See?
Man,
so anyway.
The guy who's a Tampa Bay fan, I don't know what he's smoking.
I know, Perez. It's probably onions and onion leaves, parsley, stuff like stuff that we don't know how it affects people. Perez is out of his mind. Now he's what the TTC is?
Yep. But like I said, you know what? He had a comment when he played against us. He said, I'm not mediocre. He said, never put me down. Someone said, don't put me down. I can play.
I know, man. We know it, too. But anyway, Nighthawk, I'm going to go out. I got to step out. And Nighthawk, I can't wait to see tomorrow, fam. It's going to be like, oh, well, I guess we got over that lump. Hey, Nighthawk, fam, I'm going to give you the holler. You ready?
Yep.
Niners for the Nighthawk. Nighthawk.
Hate that light. Hate that light.
Thanks, Nighthawk. Appreciate it.
Out.
Yeah. See you tomorrow. There goes the Nighthawk. Fam, I'm going to tell you right now. Let me get over here real quick. Rich Hidalgo says, what's up? What's up, everybody? Y'all ready for some football? Rod Manham has 31-14 Niners. Sarah Acosta says SF27, TB17. Hi, Sarah. Rice Ball 801A, 32-16 Niners. Luis Espinoza says 34-20 Niners. 2 INTs, 1 Warner, and surprise pick. Spoon! There's some confidence in Lewis! Some confidence in Spoon. I love it. Lamont Brown. Our Niners will win tomorrow, 35-13. Lamont from D.C. Lamont, get him out. Isaac Page, 31-14. Norman Kukino. Kukino. With all the hype and high expectations, the Niners better play a solid air-free game. I know, right? The pressure. I say they will start out slow, but will not disappoint. Niners 26-17. Jimmy G will toss 2 TDs. I got a feeling 2 TDs as well. And I do see the offense coming out of the gate. They may come out as sharp as a razor, but you expect them to come out a little slow and then pick up momentum as they go along. Jordan Kelly believes sports. I'm sorry. Jimmy G beating Tom Brady in the Super Bowl would be the most meta thing. I think that woman at the betting line on NBC Sports, I want to see her face when she sees that happen. That'd be hilarious. And Slack says, now you know I was going to be back week 1. Slacks, good to see ya. And, okay, Nasser Kareem. That's it, right? Nasser? Yeah, Nasser Kareem. Fan from VA. Hey, Nasser, sup? Perry E. Howard says, I've seen so much negativity for a team. Some people should be ashamed of yourself. I know, you know. It's from fear of the past. We've had a terrible last 3-4 years. It's just really, Coach Tim Mendoza, weather is overblown. 49ers have played plenty of times in Tampa before in the humidity and still won. They just need to focus on their opponent. Let's not read too much into the weather. I agree. And you're right. The 49ers, they're still pros. They can deal. Empire Strikes Back. 49ers, I have the Niners 35-9. Our defense is going to be stingy this year. Yes, indeed. And as Coach also says, remember, the Bucs are playing in that heat, too, although they're probably a little more acclimated to it. Isaac Page says it's harder to play in the Colorado altitude than the Florida humidity. Trust me, I've lived in both. I know, right? I don't know what it's like in that altitude. I've been to the Grand Canyon once, and it was kind of tough. So, yeah, breathing-wise, you seem to tire out fast. Debs! Debbie says, hey, fam, I'm simply way too excited. We must win the game tomorrow. My score is 24-17 Niners. Defense will get a pick 6, too. Michael Lang, Ron, it's funny how Rice vouched for AB for Raiders, or us to trade and sign him. After that, Rice was quiet as a mouse. I didn't hear anything anymore. Thank God Rice is not the GM. I was wondering when Jerry was going to chime in. You're right. Jerry's like, what? Didn't you endorse? What? Who? Didn't you say something about who? Kim A says, what's up? Georgia State won. All right, Kim, is that your team? All right, congrats. And Jay Tan says, Peter King predicts that the 49ers will get the 6th playoff seed, beating out the Cowboys and Seahawks. And from what I understand, he's also the same guy who says they will beat the daylights out of the Falcons in the playoffs. Ooh. Sub Mahanty, do you think Jason Verrett will play tomorrow? Spots. I don't see him playing the whole game. I see them having faith, and they're going to it's Akello's job to lose first. And then they'll have a real battle between now and next year. Ariel Ken Buddha, this is 34-17. Daniel Andre's got 38-12. And Nasser Kareem, 24-17. Josh, this is 49ers 21-14. Abhay Sharma, 28-7. Fam, I'm a roll. Oh, God, how are we going to endure the overnight situation? Yeah, well, it's after, at least this game's in the afternoon. You had to get up too early, though, because they moved it down for reasons I still don't understand. But it's going to be 1 o'clock our time and 4 o'clock their time. So East Coast gets to stay in the lane, and we get in a little later, too. Whew, man, how do you feel? Your first game of 2019 with a good team. See a lot of see tomorrow, fam. I need your face, set your place, and after the game, too. Niners! Get that with Night, Elisa. Antoine.